kick off and get this one started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Rockets are flying down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Shakes off the defender. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Rockets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Toledo!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the run, it's Sutton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going for it all. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking left. Complete downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Levin. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right down the middle. All by himself. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. How about the defense taking one back to the house?
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And his drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Sutton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Bringing it back. He's at the 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Toledo. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback making checks. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Duck. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Number 0, set to kick it away.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give, running right, Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. It's so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Pulls it in. It's Duff. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
Unleashes one deep, and they won't be able to connect downfield looking for a big-time play.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To the air, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man, it's Levin. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Might have a chance. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Rockets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all the pressure back on your opponent.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Brown. Runs through the tackle. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. First down, right back to Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Duff. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to run, it's Sutton. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking for the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. To the air, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Tough call to make here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. You just can't afford a mistake. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And they'll take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays.
strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Takes a handoff. It's Sutton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Complete to Williams over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Floating away. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he added the extra point. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to Brown. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for room, it's Sutton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Running inside. It's Sutton. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes off. He chews up yards.
There's some room. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The option look. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well between the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He lets it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on him. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires deep toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Got enough for the first. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. You've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, that toe tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. There's a crease. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Caught! Touchdown, Irish! That one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And on 2nd and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. Looking to fire. Shows him the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarter.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the right. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. A give to Brown. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They want to run this quarterback. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
What a great job.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Under fire. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Here's a heat, and they got it.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need